Hi there! The Northeast Indiana Farm to School team is proud to share our Harvest of the Month video series. In each video, we will visit a different farm in Northeast Indiana to learn where our food comes from. We will be able to meet our farmers and learn how they grow each of our Harvest of the Month fruits and vegetables. Welcome to Broxonberry. This small produce farm is located in Wells County, Indiana, near the town of Markle. This is Amber Broxon and her husband, Justin Miller, and they are the farmers and owners of Broxonberry. The farm specializes in growing strawberries. By combining Farmer Amber's last name and their favorite crop, they chose to name their farm Broxonberry.
Now, we started out with strawberries. That was the initial goal, was to have just all these strawberries, but we needed to support the farm, so we started growing lettuce and everything, but our roots are based in strawberries, and that's what really inspired us to start farming.
Well, the property's on 2.5 acres, but we only intensively grow, we estimated somewhere between 1/2 acre and 3/4 of an acre. The strawberries sit on 3,000 square feet.
We grow a couple different kinds of lettuce. We grow carrots, lots of carrots, beets.
And then just various other greens and other produce items, put together a whole profile for when we go to the farmer's market on Saturday morning.
Do you know the difference between an annual plant and perennial plant? Some flowers, fruits, and vegetables, like tomatoes or cucumbers, are annual plants. That means the plant only lives for one growing season, and then the plant dies. Since the plant dies, these plants must be replanted with a new seed every single year. Some flowers, fruits, and vegetables are perennial plants. That means that the plant has a life cycle that lasts more than 2 years. During the winter months, the plant becomes inactive or dormant. But perennial plants come back to life and regrow every spring. Strawberry plants are a perennial plant.
There are 2 varieties of strawberry plants, June-bearing and ever-bearing. June-bearing strawberry plants produce all their fruit during the month of June. Ever-bearing strawberry plants produce one crop of strawberries in June and then produce another crop of berries in the fall.
Broxonberry grows only June-bearing strawberries, and they harvest between 300 and 500 pounds of juicy red strawberries each June.
Let's learn how strawberries grow.
And a strawberry has 2 ways in which it can reproduce itself. You can get the seeds off of the strawberry, or they also produce what's called a runner. And the runner grows right off of the plant on the stem, and then on the very end, you have a whole new plant that'll grow. And then on the bottom, you'll see small roots starting to form.
Once that runner starts producing little roots, it'll look just like a little plant with roots. And then once it starts rooting itself, you can cut that cord and then it's on its own.
In the early spring, as the strawberry plants begin to grow again, each plant will produce beautiful clusters of flowers. Each flower cluster will have 5 to 10 flowers, and each flower will turn into one strawberry. So that's why you see clusters of strawberries growing on one plant. In Indiana, early in the month of May, we sometimes get a few days of frosty cold weather. This unexpected chilly weather can be a big threat to the strawberry farm because the frost can damage the delicate strawberry flowers. If the flowers get too cold and wilt, they will not turn into strawberries.
You'll get a frost after like May 9th. That's usually our last frost date. But now our berries are in full bloom. So we need to protect them, because if we don't, we will lose our berries. So what we do is we use floating row covers, and we go out there every night that it's going to be, frost, and we will cover them up. And then early in the morning, we go out and uncover them. And we had to do that for about a week straight this year to get our crop.
We are a certified naturally grown farm, which means that we don't use any pesticides or herbicides, and we follow what are called natural practices. We put an emphasis on growing plants the way a plant should grow. We create a nice ecosystem for it, a nice environment that all starts with the soil. The soil is really what's important for growing a nice, healthy plant.
The farmers at Broxonberry use the black landscape fabric to cover their soil for 3 reasons. First, to reduce the need for weeding in between the rows of plants. Second, to keep moisture in the soil and reduce the need for watering. And third, to help the sun warm the soil so the farmer can harvest crops earlier in the season. Have you ever picked a strawberry? Let's listen to Farmer Justin describe how to know when a strawberry is ripe and learn the best way to pick a strawberry.
So when you're picking strawberries, you just work your way down the rows and you dig through the plants. The plants are pretty tough. You can move them aside, dig down in here, because some of them are kind of hidden. They like to hide from you. And you can find some down in here. But what you'll find is they don't all ripen at the same time, so you have to inspect them. So like these 2 right here, you can see they're at different stages of their development. This one's starting to look good on one side, but it's still pretty white on the other side. So you don't want to pick that one. And then this one right here is still pretty light up toward the top. You want a real nice deep red shiny color. This one's not quite there yet, so you let that one go. There's a good possibility in the next day that one will be ready. So we'll probably end up picking this one tomorrow. And one thing you have to remember is a strawberry does not continue to ripen after you pick it. So you cannot pick it early like a tomato and let it continue to turn red. Strawberries aren't going to do that. Once you pick it, that's what you get. And if it's not really red, it's not going to be very sweet.
It's on a little stem, and you just separate the stem right from the plant. I usually use my finger and just snap it right off, or you can just pull it straight off of the plant. And it's as simple as that. And you just work your way down the row and pick all of the ripe ones.
Let's learn how Broxonberry sells their strawberries.
This is a pound of strawberries, and it's easy to just weigh it out, close it up, and get your pound of strawberries. And it's usually enough to make a pie.
We have 3 different grocery stores that we sell to in the Fort Wayne area. We attend the farmers market in downtown Fort Wayne, and we sell right here on the farm, either through items in the region or on what we call a weekly Broxon box. It's a box order. But if you want to get strawberries, they're pretty exclusive. You have to get them either right on the farm, either through the region or the Broxon box, or you have to go to the farmer's market.
Broxonberry also sells several popular types of strawberry pie and strawberry jam for their customers to enjoy. What's your favorite way to eat strawberries?
My favorite way to eat strawberries is strawberry rhubarb pie. My birthday is June 5th, which is right in the peak of strawberry season. So my grandma, instead of a cake, would always make me a strawberry rhubarb pie for my birthday.
My favorite way to eat strawberries, I would have to say strawberry syrup. Like, just put it right on top of ice cream.
Thanks for visiting Broxonberry with us today. And we can't forget to thank our farmers, like Farmer Amber and Farmer Justin, for growing delicious food for us all to eat.